Hi grade 7s, we are going to start with a new theme and that is called separating mixture. Okay, so we are going to see what is a mixture and how we can separate it. If we look at the bottom picture, we can see that there is water and oil. And once you mix those two, yes, you've got it, then it is a mixture. But it also shows you that they don't combine, so they split. So sometimes we get a mixture that we need to separate. And we are going to see what is the different ways we can do that. So let's start. What is a mixture? A mixture is an impure substance. It means it is mixed with something else. It is made up of two or more different substances that have different physical properties. Like the first picture, oil and water. They've got different properties. So as soon as you throw them in together, they won't really mix. Then we also get air that you breathe in is a mixture made of nitrogen and oxygen and the small amounts of gases like dioxide and argon and water vapor. So that is in all the air around us that we take in. Salt and rice are classified as a mixture, but salt in water dissolved is a solution. So there is different types of how things can mix. So if you take salt and rice, both are small particles, and you are going to struggle to separate those two mixtures. So there is ways that we can use so that it is easier. But as soon as you throw in salt into water, you don't see the salt anymore. So it combines with the water and then it is a solution. We are also going to see that if it is a solution, there is also a way for us to separate it. Okay. Physical properties in a mixture is different. It can be separated by using the correct separating method. So I think for now we must go look at what is the different methods that we get for separating. So the different ways for sorting or separating. The first one is separation by hand sorting. So that's an easy one. That is if you have bottles and paper in your dustbin and we tell you to sort it. Bottles goes in one box and paper go into the other one. So it's big things that you can easily sort. You can sort it by different shapes or colors. Okay. So that is something that is big and you can sort it with our hands. The next one is separation by sieving or filtration. So that is a little bit more difficult. I know the girls, if you bake a cake, you have to put the flour into a sieve and then you mix it, you tap it on the side of the bowl so that all the big part stays inside the sieve, but all the tiny particles of the flour goes through into your cake. And the same with filtration. So we are going to look at that at a later stage. Then we also get separation by using a magnet. And that is when we get to steel. Then you get separation by evaporation. And that is when we need to separate salt from water, for instance. You can do that by evaporation. And then the last one is sorting and recycling waste materials. Okay, so for today we are going to look at separation by hand sorting. Separation by hand sorting. Separate a mixture of two substances where the substance are different sizes, shape, color, or texture. So there's a girl with 3 boxes. So the one we can see she puts in the glass bottles, the other one she puts in all the paper, and the other one is all the leftover food. So she doesn't combine it. She needs to sort it out. And that we can do by hand. Before the recycling process can begin, paper waste needs to be separated from the plastic waste. So that is where you will notice sometimes, well, most of the places, they'll give you a blue bin, a green bin, and I think it is a red bin. So the blue bin is usually for the paper. The green one is for the plastic bottles or anything that is plastic, and the blue one is for the rest of the waste. So that is why it makes it easier for the people who needs to throw it away, because if it is boxes or carton or paper, you can reuse it, as well as plastic. And glass you can do as well. But sometimes for the food, that needs to go to a place so that it can decompose into the ground. So you can't throw in all this stuff and think it's gonna decompose. You have to wait, and some things take a longer time to decompose. So that is why we need different things to separate. There we can see we've got the green, blue, red, and yellow bin. Okay. Thank you, grade 7. See you tomorrow for the next lesson. Bye.